So every day I'm gonna be spilling, or every time I'm studying or back testing, I'm gonna be spilling sauce. Oh, what's this? Friday 19th. So here's something I should have looked at, even though it's the 20th, so it's the weekend right now, and I didn't work till 4, so I got up. I was fucking lazy. I didn't want to do shit, but I had to. And we all know what trade I took. So I had this marked out the previous day. So we had this whole thing, you already know, we have our move down, and whole, SOM, STDV. So we had this, fuck. I don't think I've sent you these levels yet, but they're right here. Here are the 4. But our price goes in here. So another thing I've been learning is you have a checklist. This whole thing is called SOM, which is start of move. So you know how you have it's trending down, and then this is the start of the move, the last down before it comes back up. We draw our SOM up here. Our checklist, look at our 0.5. There should be a little tiny retracement on the 0.5. Look at what we get. Boom. To the 1 and to the negative 1.5. Let's look at our 1. Boom, boom, boom. Little tiny one, our 1.5. We get this nice little big one, and then we come up to our 2. So we could use supporting deviations, which means we could use, how it sweeps here. We could draw it. Doesn't matter if it's wick to wick. It can just wick to wick it. You see, we get this. Let's go to our 1. Same shit. I mean, if we want to look at the but you see how price moves up. That's because we have the previous day high. So here's also another thing. If you want precision and you want to be safe, I'll get into that. So here we have, our little SMT. We come up, come down. Up here, look. Sweeps. It's blue for a reason, all right? This is marked blue for a reason. These are highly retracement reversal areas. You already see from our checklist, we got fucking our negative 0.5. You already see. All right, anyways, it's up here, right? Now, I would have looked at this and been like, price is probably gonna come somewhere in the middle. It did, but you could have just said, all right, fuck it, just on this level and target this previous low, right? If you want to be extra safe, and this is a more precise entry, you get your OTE. Goodness fucking gracious. Get your OTE. You could either, you could enter off the point, you know what I mean, and have a what? You would have stopped that right there. That's a 10-point stop in itself. Or you could have a 15-point stop. Or if you really want to play it safe, because you see these deviations right here, put it right at the OTE. 10-point stop. Oh, bam. Ten-point stop. You would have caught 77 points. 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Just using the deviations and your OTE, just using that, I would have, you know what I mean? But I caught that one reversal. I should go over this. I'll go over that too. So we're gonna, I'm gonna go over the trade I took using Powell's concepts. So if I go over here, all right, so it's Friday 19th. What we got going on? We open up, we're coming up here. We got, you know what I mean, it's pretty bullish, and I want to take longs. I want to fucking get in on something. So we open up. First thing I look at is this whole move. Again, I didn't use the supporting deviations. I'm just now looking at a video at it, to be honest, but I only looked at this. I didn't use anything else here. I mean, I know we had previous day high. I just wanted to I was fucking sleepy. I didn't get on the charts till what, 7:30, 7:40. I was sleepy, I was lazy. I wanted to fucking just get in, get out. Look for something, wait for something to happen and get out. So I looked at this whole range, and I just drew my fib. What the fuck? Did I not have a? Did I not have a fucking? Alright, I guess I didn't have fucking saved or whatnot. Anyways, I looked at this and remembering what Powell said, you know, price gets really aggressive around this area. So I was looking at that and I was like, I don't know, because price would go up, go down, go up, and mind you, it's a Friday with no news. So I was looking at this. And I was like, man, this shit sucks. So I wait for it to keep moving and moving. It moves up some more. Well, bam. So what did I see here? I was like, all right, cool. First of all, the first thing I noticed was this order block. So I drew that out, and then I drew my OT or whatever out, and then I did this, and I was like, huh, okay. Everything lines up, we're bullish, we still got previous day to come up to, and we got over here, so I'm not tripping. Whatever happens, happens, and I set a limit order right there. I targeted this high over here, and I had a 10-point stop, and I waited. Got filled, boom. So that was the trade I took. This was like $660 on my Apex. I wanted to take a trade off the deviation, but I entered prematurely. Let me get rid of this, because I had Apex here, and then I had fucking Top Step here. So I have two accounts on Top Step, one on Apex. I took a trade on TradingView with Apex, and then I didn't take. I don't know why I didn't fucking take one on Top Step. Take the same trade on Top Step. That was my first mistake. Anyways, we come to the deviation, right? So from mark out, you know, we tap into the CE of it. Zoom in. So I was looking for an entry trigger, right? I should have really looked at what I was showing y'all in the beginning of this video, but I didn't. Anyways, fair value gap. I had a limit order right in the middle. Just gonna target these lows, you know, fucking 10-point stop. I really wanted to. I was looking at this order block, so you can imagine. Boom, 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 boom. I get stopped out by a tick. Well, that was me adjusting because I was looking at price right here, which adjusted my risk, but I really should have looked at my order block, because if I get rid of this, hits the C of it. If I take this, boom. Get that to the tick. Boom. You know what I mean? Ticks to 705. I really should have just done that. Boom. You know, target fucking right there, just, and then come on. There you go. That would have played out. And that is what? 67 points. $66, $67. Yeah, that would have played out. I would have had 11-point, 10-point stop, or put it above the high, whatever. Risk minimal. Would have caught that. And yeah, that's how I would have traded. That's my trade recap. And that's, I guess, some sauce I'm spilling watching this shit. So yeah, I'm gonna send this link out to a couple people I know, just so y'all can use that or whatever.